So yesterday I made this video basically ranking the iPhones from the best iPhones to the worst iPhones, and some of you may have seen that I actually ranked my iPhone 12 Pro, I think on that second to bottom tier. I think I placed it in line with something like an iPhone 5C, and here's the thing, I think the 12 Pro is still a great phone, but when I bought it about a year and some change ago and I switched over to my 13 Pro, I realized how great of an upgrade the 11 Pro was and how great of an upgrade the 13 Pro was and how strange of a phone the iPhone 12 Pro was. Now this was my main phone. I didn't have like two phones that I used. I mean, I had some other phones I would use like for videos and stuff, but the 12 Pro was my main device I used for basically everything, and it was good. It was good. It wasn't amazing and it wasn't horrible, but it was very strange because of the amount of flexing that Apple does and the amount of, how much they hype it up and stuff. And when I got it, it really didn't live, to my expectations. And when I went from my 11 Pro to the 12 Pro, I found myself really missing the 11 Pro, to be honest. Now, that battery degradation problem really sealed the deal in my opinion. That really just didn't make me super happy with that device. Luckily, with all of my iPhone 13s that I own, the 13 Pro, I haven't really had those issues yet. Now, that doesn't mean it can happen maybe next month or something, but there hasn't really been any battery degradation on any of these iPhones. It was literally just on my iPhone 12 Pro. And, in a way, I feel like I bought this iPhone, so some of you may not even have to buy it and maybe skip this generation. It would make way more sense for me to recommend you to actually go and buy an iPhone 11 Pro than an iPhone 12 Pro, but it'll also make more sense to actually, if you have the opportunity to and you have the option, maybe saving a little bit of money and, maybe, waiting a little bit for the 13 Pros to go down in value in the used market, and then you can actually go and buy a used iPhone 13 Pro rather than buying a used iPhone 12 Pro. You can't even buy a brand new iPhone 12 Pro in a lot of places. Like, you can't go into the Apple Store and buy it. So you pretty much have the same option. You have the 11 Pros that are much cheaper in the used market than the 12 Pros, but also the 13 Pro was such a big upgrade in so many different ways, and after using the 13 Pro and comparing it to my 12 Pro for the last couple of months, I can tell you guys the 13 Pro is a worthwhile upgrade, and you honestly cannot go wrong with that device either. I would honestly recommend, if you have an iPhone 12 Pro right now, I don't want to persuade you to, switch it or anything like that. Keep it. It's a great phone. If you're planning on buying the 12 Pro, I'm sure it's going to be an amazing phone too. Speed, the cameras, pretty much most of the things about this phone were awesome, but when I compared it to my 11 Pro, it really wasn't that big of an upgrade. When I compare it to my 13 Pro, it's definitely worth the upgrade going to the 13 Pro, and the battery degradation problem that I had with the 12 Pro, it just didn't really make me happy, and it's just not one of those devices. It just doesn't seem like a good deal in terms of price. It doesn't seem like it really has anything going for it. I like the premiumness to it, I like the body of it, but internally, it just seems like a very strange upgrade, and I would probably recommend you to skip that phone and go straight to the iPhone 13 Pro, or even, buy the older iPhone, which is the iPhone 11 Pro in this case. So in terms of that pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.